Hi everyone, welcome back to another weekly reading vlog. Today it is Wednesday and I thought I'd check in with you because otherwise it's not a weekly reading vlog if I'm starting it on Friday. But yeah, I haven't done any really reading up until now. As I said at the end of my last vlog, I was busy at the weekend. Something happened yesterday and hopefully I'll get to tell you about that soon when I hear about it. But yeah, that finished yesterday and so I did get to do a bit of reading, but not loads, and so I'm just going to show you what I've started. So I'm halfway through Scott Pilgrim, the first volume of Scott Pilgrim versus the World. I've got the first 4 books and I have read this one already, but I read it last year and I can't remember where it finishes, so I thought I want to read them. I'm planning on reading them this week. So I thought I'll reread the first one and then read the rest. So yeah, that is my plan. Don't necessarily have any thoughts on it. I will just kind of update my thoughts on all of them as I finish the 4th one. I have also started reading It Only Happens in the Movie by Holly Bourne. This is a library book because whilst I love Holly Bourne, I haven't got all of her books, and this one seemed like a romance, and I am 5 chapters in, 40 pages in, and it's about 400 and something pages. And yeah, I just really enjoy it so far. I think it's going to be pretty interesting. I think it's one of her earlier books, but yeah, don't necessarily have thoughts on it. The other book, have I been reading other? I've been reading more of, look at that, all that hair. I've been reading more of The Mixtape by Jane Sanderson. I'm still not loving it. I'm about 38% of the way through, and it's kind of told in present day from the 2 people and then in the past occasionally. And I've got this weird relationship with their relationship where I like the relationship in the past. I don't know how it's going to break up yet, but I quite like the relationship in the past, but I'm not loving it in the future, in the present. I mean, it's not happening as a relationship, but I don't like the fact that there's obviously going to be one. So yeah, I'm just kind of seeing how we go as we go along. I feel like I should listen to the music they're specifically talking about, but I haven't done, so maybe I will do that. Start making a note because they're sending each other music. And the final book I have to talk about is the book I finished today, because whilst I haven't been reading a lot, I have been listening, because if I'm on the bus or the train or in the house making lunch, I just want something to listen to, and I've been listening to Love from A to Z by S.K. Ali, and I finished that this morning and I'm so sad because I love that book. I've rated it 5 stars, which is amazing. It was such a good book. It was really heartwarming. It was felt really genuine because the 2 characters were Muslim. They couldn't necessarily just kiss and hold hands. Their relationship almost had to grow spiritually, and so it felt like that they were genuinely falling in love rather than just falling in love because it's a book. And so yeah, I just really love it, and I'm really sad it's finished. I don't know what I'm going to listen to next, but I'm going to find something soon. I also thought it was really interesting just because I haven't read about many Muslim characters. I also haven't read about many characters with MS, and I think both of those were handled really well. Obviously it's very much built on personal experiences, not necessarily just from the author, but she's connected to people or friends or family or relatives who have experienced similar things. I mean, it was heartbreaking at times, the Islamophobia, but also the guy's experience with MS and having to reveal it to his dad. There were points where I thought I might cry because it was so sad to hear him having to break this news to his father, who was still recovering from his mother. So yeah, it's so good. I will link my review down below, but yeah, I enjoyed it. Honestly, it was a shock to me that I was going to enjoy it because I'd picked it up on a whim. I think I'd seen someone mention it on Twitter or something, and thought, oh, I'll have a look in my library, and it was there and it was available soon. So I thought, oh, I'll put it on hold so when it does become available I can read it, but someone returned it early or finished it early or something, and I got it that day. Didn't realise them because I was listening to the other one I couldn't start it. But yeah, I really enjoy it, and I'm gonna buy the physical audiobook buy the physical book, because that's a good thing about libraries, you don't have to buy them if they're bad. But I do really enjoy this and I'd like to support it, and yeah, so it's my new favourite. I also have another bookish, not necessarily bookish, but a bookish unboxing. I've opened it because every other time I've done this on camera I've forgotten to do this, and this is something I ordered a few weeks ago. Actually, it was at the start of this vlog and I just forgot to say. So I thought, because I forgot to say when, I don't know how to do it, because I forgot to say when I initially brought them, I thought I'd just wait. So I'm just going to put it down so I can get each one individually. But I'm not a candly person. I mean, you may be able to see, these are candles. I'm not a candly person. I've never really tried candles before like my housemates did, and I was just always worried about burning the house down. But I do vaguely want to try them, and so I found Becca's site called Grace and Honey and thought, you know what, let's try out some candles. And I was just looking through, there were a few I quite like the look of, and then I saw this 4-pack which were romance, and I thought, you know what, if nothing else, these are perfect. So hang on, how do you hold them all? So here are some candles. This is Slow Burn Romance. It is rich caramel, cinnamon and sugar. It's glittery. Look at that. That's so glittery. Smells very cinnamony. I like that. I don't know how we're going to do this. This is Insta Love, which smells of mandarin, bergamot, peach, strawberry and white musk. They're all glittery. Well, I really like the smell of this one, but yeah, it's glittery and it's kind of like two-toned. Matches me as well a bit. Then we have Hate Love, which is strawberry cassis, hyacinth, sandalwood and apple cider. So sparkling. I like that. Something about that is standing out, but I don't know which one, but that's nice. Sam likes purple. We will not Hate to Love though. And this is Star-Crossed Lovers, which is vanilla buttercream. Oh, that smells like fudge or something. But yeah, another sparkly one. So yeah, I'm very excited to try those. I don't know which I'll try. I also may not try them over the next couple of days. It might be like next week when I can just kind of go to bed a bit early, curl up and light one of these. I'm not going to hold them all up, it's clearly not working. Hang on. There we go. So yeah, I'm really excited to try these out and do a bit more reading. Like I said, I'm going to try and finish Scott Pilgrim today, soon. It only happens in the movies this week, and the other Scott Pilgrim ones this week, because next week, or at the weekend, I'm going to Sam's. I'm going to get Twilight and The Notebook, and so next week I want to read the classic romances. So yeah, they're not romances, and so we're going to discuss that. But yeah, I will see you in the next clip when I've got more to talk about. Hi everyone, although I look the same as yesterday, I can promise you it is the next day. I just thought I'd check in because I will have time to read over the weekend, but I don't know how much I'll get to check in. So whilst I can do that, I will do that. So the first thing I have to say is I finished the first volume of Scott Pilgrim. I kind of don't know what to think about them. Like I said in my last clip, I think I'm just going to wrap up all my thoughts when I'm done with them all. But I've read it before and just thought, okay, that's a bit... But I think it's because it's quite a short story. Because I've seen the film, it just kind of seems only like part of the story, which it literally is. So yeah, I don't know. I will try and write a review, but my review will probably be as vague as this. But yeah, I will actually check in once I've read them all. My plan is to I've got a bus journey this afternoon, then I'm going up to South. But my plan is to take the second one and the second volume of Heartstopper on the bus, because it's about a 40-minute journey, so I will probably finish at least one, maybe 1.5, 2 if I'm lucky, so that'll be less to take with me. So yeah, that's the plan. We'll see how it goes. Other thoughts? I read a couple more chapters of It Only Happens in the Movies. I can't hold it up because it is in my bag. Still don't really know what to think of it. Actually, what I can think of it is the main story in it is remarkably similar to the past in Mixtape, with a slightly drunk mother who has a son and a daughter, and the daughter is dealing with it a lot. I was reading some of Mixtape this morning and thought, I can't remember where we just left it, and it must be because I can't work out what's from one story and what's from the next. So yeah, I haven't necessarily thought any more about the book. I'm hopefully going to read more over the weekend. So I haven't necessarily got anything to add to that, other than she's the girl who's called Audrey, which is weird to me because my nan's called Audrey, so it's like an old lady name. But the girl has just come out of a relationship, and we're kind of getting hints of it slowly. I don't know whether it's going to be an abusive relationship or just like an emotionally abusive relationship. Like, the only hint we've got of it so far is that the guy's like disregarded her and she's fallen apart, but he like broke up with her a week after they didn't have sex. So that's not a nice thing. So that's obviously going to be a scummy relationship, and I assume the next one also will be, because good relationships only happen in the movies, is what the title was suggesting. Other books, so Mixtape, I still don't really know what to think. I think we're being made to not like the partners of the main characters. Either they're a bit controlling or they don't listen to each other, and so that's obviously setting it up to be okay when the other people fall in love. But it's just weird. It's fine, I'm getting through it, but I'm not really feeling any attachment to it. So yeah, I'm going to be interested to see how it kind of pans out. But as a book, as a relationship, as a couple, don't really care for them. So yeah, we will see. I have got out from the library my next audiobook, and I have got Never Greener by Ruth Jones, who is half of the writing team behind Gavin and Stacey. I'm going to try and like organise my next audiobook like now, so request it soon, so then when this one's finished I've got it. But I don't know anything about that other than I think there's some cheating involved. And I only know that because one of my housemates listened to it last year and said another housemate wouldn't like it because there was cheating, so I'm probably not going to like it either. Other than that, yeah, Gavin and Stacey, I've watched the first series and it's very cute. I'm enjoying it. It's making me smile, making me laugh. And yeah, so I don't really have other things to say. I don't know my news yet. I'll check in with you hopefully soon, because I don't have to be waiting a lot longer. Hi everyone, it is now Monday morning. I am in the middle of getting ready, so excuse the non-brushed hair, rustling, no makeup. I mean, I say no makeup like I usually wear a lot of makeup, but I don't usually wear a lot of makeup. But there's rustling because I need to take my nail varnish off. And I figure now's the best time whilst I'm sat here. Just checking in because I didn't over the weekend. I didn't get all the reading done I thought I would. I put too much nail varnish on that finger. I did finish the second Scott Pilgrim volume and I didn't pick up the next two. Again, just thought it was okay. Honestly can't remember what I thought of it, and it was a whole 3 days ago that I read it. Then I've read a bit more, or I've listened to a bit more of Nevergreener by Ruth Jones, and I said earlier on in this vlog that I thought it was just about cheating, which it is, but it's more about the effect cheating has on other people and how cheating can ruin what is good. Because I think quite often romance books where there is cheating, it's like, oh, this person's stuck in an unhappy relationship, but the cheating is okay because they're happier at the end of it. But we don't often get to see everyone else that suffers, like a family or the partner, because in this one the partners genuinely seem to be good. Like, the people doing the cheating are selfish and not nice. So this is showing a different side to the cheating, which you'd think I'd know, because when I was at Transworld doing my work experience with Penguin, I sent out some of the proof copies for it. But apparently I forgot that. Yeah, it should be interesting, but it's taken me a while to get there. It's not a short audiobook, it's quite long. I don't love the narrator. The narrator is fine when she's just narrating, but sometimes she puts on voices, like the woman has a younger daughter who's about 4 years old, and every now and then the daughter will obviously talk and she'll just put on this really high-pitched squeaky voice, and that's a little bit annoying. But other than that, it's fine. I think once I've reached the halfway point it will get better, but at the moment I'm about 30% the way through, and it's just, yeah, it feels like it's taken a while to get there, but I think it's just, I also haven't had as much time to go through it this week. So I've got bus journeys coming up, so that'll be some of my listening time. So yeah, hopefully once I kind of get the chance to sit down and read, or not sit down and read, I can walk around and read with this, I can actually get through it. I've read a bit more of Mixtape, and it definitely feels like they've set up the partners to be not as good as they are. Ali's husband is quite controlling. He doesn't like listen to each other's or to other people's opinions. He's quite stubborn. So I feel like I know I've said this before, but I definitely feel like we're being made to think that he is less good for Ali than the guy who is called Daniel. And likewise with Daniel's wife. And then, yeah, they've just met. So it's all going to go wrong now. Now is the test to see if they're actually going to cheat or if they're just going to be friends. But I doubt they're just going to be friends, because it's a romance about missed opportunities and all that. But we've had more of the flashbacks now. We know why stuff happens. We know why she left. He doesn't know why she left yet. We know how her and her husband met. I think we know how him and his wife met. I think we knew that earlier. But yeah, it's more, I think it's going to be set more in the present day now, because we've got all their past. Then yes, I finished. Really want this on that side because that side's more messy. Finished Heartstopper, Volume 2 by Alice Oseman. I really enjoyed this one. I enjoyed this one more than the first one. I think I enjoyed it more because it felt more cute. It was more about the actual relationship, but also it dealt with Nick's bisexuality or Nick's sexuality really well. It wasn't just, oh, I used to like girls, but now I like you, so therefore I must be gay. And it wasn't even, I used to like girls and now I like you, I must be bisexual. He has to go through a process. It takes him a while. It obviously takes him a while to come out. I caught myself smiling a lot. And yeah, it was just enjoyable. Good job. I'm looking forward to the second one, and yeah, I'm glad I kind of saved this a bit because then whilst I was in the middle of a lot of like mediocre reads, I could read it. I mean, the other ones have been fine, but like I just wanted one that I could finish. And also, in regards to that, one of the reasons I vaguely wanted to start doing like this romance readathon was because I vaguely want to do like try writing a romance myself. I never have wanted to before, but before Christmas I had an idea and I quite like the idea of it. And it's about a woman who thought she was gay forever and almost having to come out as not gay, as like bisexual. And so I enjoyed like reading that in there. I think I need to read more books about people being bisexual because it's interesting, not interesting to me, but I don't think we get it enough. I'd like to see more bisexual books where they are going out with someone of the opposite gender, which is kind of why I want to try and do it myself. I've also read a few more pages of It Only Happens in the Movies by Holly Bourne, and I'm still enjoying it. The main character Audrey has been warned off the main guy Harry because he's a player, and they haven't said he's a player, but they said be careful of him because he gets all the girls and he got the last girl fired. Not got the last girl fired. The last girl left because of him. And so she's like, no, I won't fall for him, knowing full well she's fallen for him. But also not falling for him because she's still hung up over the last boyfriend. But like, she knows she's fallen for his ways, even if she's not fallen for him. So yeah, I'm looking forward to reading that a bit more this week. When I do pick it up, it's like really easy to read. I didn't read a lot over the weekend, even though I thought I would, because Thursday I got a lift to Sam's rather than getting the train, which I usually do. So I couldn't read then, which I usually would. And then I got to Sam's late on Thursday, so obviously didn't read. Then Friday we went out to H&M. I'm trying to buy less kind of first-hand clothes, but his parents got me a voucher for Christmas, so I took like a bag of stuffing because H&M you can take like old clothes in, they give you like another voucher. So I thought, well, if I'm going to spend money, I might as well do it all in one go. And then I went and sat in Costa's, so I would have done some reading then, but I had to edit my December wrap up, which ended up being really long because I did it in lots of little clips, and so I babbled more. And then on Saturday we went out to his family and went out for dinner, and that was like all of Saturday. And then Sunday just didn't do a lot. But yeah, I didn't get time to read, which is why you didn't get an update earlier. But now I actually have to get ready. I do actually have to get ready, so I will check in with you when it's actually Monday. I mean, now is actually Monday, but this is yesterday's update. Thank you if you have made it this far. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope some of these books are interesting to you. I hope you're all having a lovely day. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!